Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impression and review wear test on the new-ish LA Girl Pro HD foundation, the long wear illuminating foundation. I do have oily combination skin, especially really combination right now because of the weather is just high and low, snow one day, sunshine one day in the Philly area. So my skin has been acting up, but typically I'm more of an oily skin type. This video is in collaboration with my friend Sam here on YouTube. I actually do know her in real life. We work together at Sephora and I just love her looks. I love the makeup that she does, and I really wanted to do a collaboration with her and show her some love so she can show me some love back because we haven't seen each other in a while. So this is like us hanging out. So if you guys have dry combination skin, definitely go over to Sam's channel and check it out. I actually used a primer and a moisturizer, and I used a beauty sponge to apply the foundation. Sam, I believe, is going to be doing something a little bit different, so definitely check out her video. We're going to be doing two kind of separate reviews and first impressions and wear tests on this, so definitely give her a shout, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys are interested in seeing, then just keep watching. So I'm just going to take this and pump it on the back of my hand, about 3 pumps there, and I'm going to use the flat side of my sponge and just dab it on. I know the color's a little bit off. I always go a little bit darker. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Whoa, that color looks really off on camera, but that's okay. I like to go darker, so whatever. And plus I have a tan on right now, self tan, but it's probably still a little bit dark, but that's okay. And I don't self tan my face, so I'm not going to use a brush on the other side. I just want to continue with the sponge because I am liking the way that it's wearing. And by the way, I do already have a moisturizer on and a primer. I used the Urban Decay self-adjusting primer. And I also use the NIA Fully Charged Serum and Moisturizer Skin Prep, I guess we'll call it. Yeah, I definitely should have gotten the lighter color. Maybe I'll exchange it because this does look pretty dark on me, but that's okay. I'm liking the way it's going on now. For not having like a pore filling primer on too, because I really like to fill in my pores, but it's not accentuating them at all. Alright, so now that we have the foundation on, I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer, and then I'll come back to see what I think. Alright, so I feel like that kind of evened out the face a little bit. But to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the It Cosmetics powder in the color medium. This is a Celebration foundation in illuminating. Or in illumination. So far so good, but I still am seeing a little bit of that dryness right here, but that just might be my skin and not the foundation or not the primer or anything. But so far, I do like this foundation. I think it's looking pretty good. So this is what it looks like with all of my other face makeup on. Let me grab a mirror. So I'm loving the way everything blended on top. Still, the color is a little bit dark, but that's okay. We can always make it work. I'm probably going to self-tan again, so this will be like my color for when I'm self-tanned. But I'm just loving the bronzer I put on top. I used the this color. I used the Beach Bronzer by Physicians Formula in the darker shade, and then I also used the Naked Flush Blush and Highlight on top of the Naked Skin Fluid Highlighter in the color Sin, and I'm really, really loving it. I think it looks gorgeous. With the powder on top, I used the It Cosmetics It Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination, just a little tiny bit on a big fluffy brush just to set the foundation and give it more of like a glow, but I'm really loving it. My pores are not accentuated at all. They're actually a little bit minimized, and for not using a pore minimizing primer, I feel like that is really good. For the concealer that I used the CoverGirl Outlast concealer in the color light medium. I probably will be exchanging this for a lighter color because it is starting to oxidize, and I just use a translucent powder to set. So I really wish that this was a little bit lighter to brighten up the face, but I do like the concealer. It is more of a medium coverage, but I don't have super dark circles to cover, so that's okay. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish my eye makeup. If you guys are interested in seeing the new palette that I'm freaking out about that I'm going to be using, I will leave the link for that video down below once it's uploaded, and then I will come back as well after filming and show you guys what I'm working with. The time right now is 3:57. Nicole's texting me about BeautyCon. So if you guys are going to BeautyCon, let me know. BeautyCon New York, that is. But it's 3:57, so I will check back in. I do have to charge my camera, so it will be a little while. But I will check back in and let you guys know what I think about it. So it is now 5:26, so it's been, I think, almost 2 hours, and I feel like this foundation is holding up really well. I did the rest of my makeup. I've been sitting here jamming out. My camera died a couple times. It's about to die again, but I'm really feeling this foundation. It's not really oily. I don't know if that's because of the primer that we used, but I'm really digging it, and I feel like, you know, the color is a little bit dark, but it would be perfect for me when I'm self-tanned, so I think I'm gonna keep it. But yeah, I just feel like it looks really good still. I feel like it's even getting better because it's settling into the skin and really meshing with my skin, so it's starting to look more natural. I don't know, I'll have to look back at the footage, but I feel like it got a little bit darker, but I'm not sure if that's just because I have bronzer and everything else on. But yeah, so far so good, no complaints. So I will check in with you guys in a little bit and see how it's wearing. So it is now 6:08, and I feel like the foundation is still keeping up very well. I feel like it is fusing with my skin and really looking good. So overall, I really do like this foundation, and I will keep wearing it and keep testing it out. If you guys do want to know my update on it after this video, then just send me a message, leave me a comment, and I will let you know how I've still been loving it or if I do still like it at all. But as of right now, I am really liking it, and I think it looks really good on the skin. So if you guys have combination oily skin, then you will really like this. I do want to try it without a primer, but typically I do wear a primer every single day. Usually I do wear a primer that's going to blur my pores a little bit more, so I really want to test it out with that. But so far so good. I also do want to try it out with a brush to see how it applies, so hopefully I can go over and check out Sam's video and see if she uses it with a brush. But with a sponge, it's looking pretty damn good.